Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen. I want to talk about what to do when you're in that state between relationship and actually enjoying being single. I've been single for about 2.5 years now, and one of the things that I found that actually really helped me kind of get through that period between oh man, everything hurts versus, hey, I'm actually liking this single, like that what I like to call the happy single part. And one thing that helped me get through the unhappy single part that actually catches people up. And when we stay in that unhappy single part too long without embracing what it can be, that's when we start to get lonely. That's when we start to look for everything outside of us. And ultimately, that's what keeps us from becoming powerfully single and just completely happy and realizing that, hey, you know what? I might be single right now. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I've been happier being single for the past 2.5 years than I think I was 27 years before then. So it's been great. But one tip I wanted to share with you today was finding stuff to do. Like, just because you're single doesn't make you any less of who you are. In fact, you can actually take this time to really find out who you are. You can discover new hobbies, new books, new just anything. Or you can build into what you already spent time loving before that relationship happened. For me, when I recently became single, like 2.5 years ago. Real quick backstory, was in a serious relationship living with my ex-boyfriend for 1.5 years. Broke up with him, got into another relationship 2 months later, because, great ideas. And then ended up getting pregnant, married, divorced, pseudo relationship, like a month later, lasted for 9 months, then dated somebody else another 7 months. So in that 6-year period, I had 5 relationships. And since then, I have been wonderfully single. One of the things that I really went back to actually after this last time was I've always loved art and drawing and painting. These are my art pieces. They're awesome, as you can tell. But one of the things I did was I started just drawing again, just sketching, just whatever. Did it look like crap? Heck yes, I hadn't practiced in like 6 years. They looked horrible. Did it matter? Actually, at the time, yeah, it did matter. I really didn't like it. But one, that was something way much deeper than just like, hey, my art sucks, I should practice. No, deeper. However, I kept at it as well. I started to do it because I loved to do it. Another thing was I just dug into psychology books. I dug into why did I continue to go for the same guy over and over and over again to have the same result. So dug into psychology, love psychology. And then I started to really dig into why did I keep having the same responses to things? Why did I keep looking for the same character traits in the same person, even though it's different people every single time? What was it about me that was looking for the other half? So then this takes us to a bigger topic. Are you wanting to not be single because you're looking for someone to validate you? Because if you're wanting to not be single to look for someone to validate you by, oh my God, you like me. Oh, you think I'm so hot. Oh, blah, oh, all that awesome stuff. One, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. If you think someone's attractive, tell them. Awesome. However, if you are searching for meaning outside of yourself in order to have someone else validate you, 100% of the time, it's not going to work. Only you can validate you. And once you start to learn all the things that you love, once you start to discover new things that you love. I started yoga last year. I thought I was going to be absolutely great at it. Oh my God, no. I was so bad. I was like that. I was like the kid trying to like just touch his toes, and then you get into advanced yoga practices and I'm looking like, I don't know, a chicken that's like caught in cellophane, and I don't know, it was the dumbest thing. But I stuck to it because I loved it. And now most days I still look like a chicken wrapped in cellophane, and I don't care because I like it and it makes me happy. And who cares? It makes me happy, and that's all that matters to me. But another thing, I started playing music again. I've, over my life, 32 years so far, I have played many instruments, from guitar, piano, saxophone, violin, drums, bass, everything. I love instruments. I had gotten really away from it though for a better part of like 23 to within the past year. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna look into playing again. And honestly, the reason why I did it was this guy I was interested in played music. So I was like, ooh, I've done music. Hey, maybe he'll like me if I play an instrument. But there was like another part of me that was like, honestly, I miss playing music. Like, it'd be really cool if this guy liked me, but I actually missed playing music for me. So I went and bought a ukulele, and I've actually always wanted a ukulele, never played the ukulele, and oh my God, I had so much fun playing it. Was I any good? Like a little bit, because I've taught myself like 9 instruments, but on the level of actually being good enough to play in front of everybody, no, I was horrible. But the part was I had fun rediscovering who I was. That's the awesome thing about being single. Yeah, you're not in a relationship. Yeah, you can't just call someone, or if you have great friends, then absolutely you can, but you can't just be like, oh my God, like, let's go to the movies and then do all the couple-y things. I don't know. I've been single for a long time. Who knows? But the awesome thing about one, when it ends, figure out why it ended. In the figuring out why it ended, instead of being like, oh, I want something else, know why it ended. Stick with it. It's teaching you something. But in order to get past that super sad, depressed stage that a lot of people normally are in, and into the happy single stage, which, let's face it, that's like the really good part, personally, I think. You have to find what you love. Like, dig deep and search everything. I've always loved psychology. I've always loved music. I've always loved art. I had no idea I would love yoga as much. So I dove into three out of 4. That one I already knew that I liked, but I got better at it. I started studying psychology. I started studying like all these other books, and I started reading, and I started learning how to play a new instrument, and started learning how to paint differently. And I fell in love with the things I was doing and didn't have time to focus on the fact that I didn't have anybody. So when you're in that spot and you're constantly thinking to yourself, man, I'm just sad. I just want to talk to them. I just want to do all these things. Nothing wrong with that. Like, that's a normal part of breakup. What you can do instead, though, is just keep yourself busy. As crazy as it sounds, the feeling of heartbreak, of loneliness, it will pass. So why not make yourself better while waiting for it to pass? Why not make yourself happy? Are you going to be 100% happy all the time during it? No. Well, there's no point in lying to yourself. You're not going to be. It takes time, but progressively you'll realize, hey, I didn't think about this person for a whole 5 hours today. That's awesome. It was only 4 hours. And then you'll be like, wow, I didn't think about them at all today. And that regardless of whether it's 5 hours to 4 hours and 55 minutes, or it's 5 minutes from 5 hours. They're both awesome and they both should be celebrated. But what's more is you should celebrate you. You should celebrate you. Because it's not easy it's not easy getting heartbroken. None of us like it. But 2, it's not easy choosing yourself when you're in pain. And if you consistently choose yourself, regardless of how much pain you're in, when you consistently choose to say, I choose me over all of the emotions. I choose me. I choose me instead of giving in to the heartache. I choose me instead of texting him back whatever midnight text or, oh my gosh, I miss you. You might miss them. You probably do. You probably are miss them. And you're probably gonna consistently run through your mind of blah, blah, blah. It's fine. But choose you. Because you deserve to find the happiness that you can find within yourself. So, until next time, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. I want to hear what all the kind of things that you can find in yourself or you have found or you've done that you've found to keep yourself busy after a breakup. Like, let's share the love. Let's give everybody a chance to discover who they truly are when they want to find themselves. Bye for now.